It is going to be cold and wet across our area today, but you don't have to drive far if you want to find some of that snow. It's likely going to be falling across parts of the Austin area up into Waco. That could be pretty heavy with 5 to 6 inches of snow here. We're getting the rain. 55 degrees is our current temperature out there right now. Winds are gusting out of the east at 18 miles per hour. Heading up the road with our exclusive WeatherBug camera up in Calallen along Northwest Boulevard. The temperature there also 55 degrees with some wet weather. Wet weather also being reported up in Beeville. Not quite as much, a little bit cooler there with 49 degrees. Temperatures around the region, 49 as I mentioned in Beeville, 48 in Mathis. Alice is coming in at 50 degrees. The wind has really been howling out there tonight. It's blowing at 22 miles per hour at the Naval Air Station, Rockport. About 20 miles per hour, a little less in some of our inland locations, but we do have a wind advisory in effect right along the coast. We also have a gale warning in effect for the waters out there, as well as a small craft advisory. Winds expected about 40 miles per hour. You're driving an RV or a high profile vehicle, you're definitely going to have to use caution out there. We've been talking about this big storm that's going to be pushing across the state. And you can see that we're starting to see some of that heavier rain now coming in along the south side. Some of the showers over near Bishop as well as Kingsville and Driscoll. So rain is starting to intensify. Seeing some pretty heavy rain across parts of Live Oak County, McMullen County, up into Beeville also. Goliad, pretty good shower and thunderstorm there. Now we're getting into that cooler air. Even in East Texas, we're seeing some of that snow coming on down across parts of Lufkin, but here's where the big snowstorm is. This is going to be in West Texas and rolling through the hill country. We do have a winter storm warning in effect, as well as a winter weather advisory. This just skirts north of San Antonio, but does include Austin. So we've got a lot of moisture to work with. We have this very cold air coming in behind it. It's going to be pushing off to the east, and we can kind of zoom on here. Right around lunchtime, we're going to see the heaviest rainfall here across parts of the Corpus Christi area. You can see the freeze line right there, and then the snow is going to continue through the evening, but for us, we'll start to see that rain push out tonight, and then it's going to be cool in the morning with temperatures in the 30s. Now, as far as the future tracker goes, you can see the heaviest rainfall is going to be right here in the Corpus Christi area. Some areas likely to pick up between 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. Not quite in the right spot to help us out with the watershed, but it is going to be bringing us some much needed rain. 26 in Amarillo, 29 in Lubbock, 42 in Houston. And the big freeze is on for much of the country with those temperatures in the teens. And when we've got this storm system across parts of Texas, we have the next one that's going to cool us down a little bit later in the week. Here's a look at our forecast for today. Showers and thunderstorms, windy and cold. Look for a daytime high 58 degrees for tonight. Looking for a very cold night. It's going to be windy. 36 is what we should drop down to, and then we're going to see some very cold air in place Monday, Tuesday, highs only in the 50s. We are expecting freezing temperatures across much of South Texas early Tuesday morning, a gradual warm up as we head toward the weekend.